Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica Jane. I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, "Hey, Jessica, why don't you give us the psychological tricks that women can't resist?" Well, if so, I'm glad you suggested it because that's what I'm going to go over today. The top 10 psychological tricks, or I think it was 6. The 7 psychological tricks that we women cannot resist. And to make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to hear these things that will help women gravitate more towards you or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button with the notification bell. Okay, so it's been a while since I've done more than 6 of anything, and we've got 7 today, so I'm going to get right to it. But before that, I just want to highlight the fact that attraction means drawn to you. Just think of magnets. If you got like a magnet and like you're like teasing it around the fridge and then you like let it go, it kind of goes flying into the fridge, right? So that's what I'm talking about here. Things that women unconsciously, things that you do that subconsciously get under the radar to make her feel compelled towards chasing after you. And make sure you stay till the very end because I'm going to go over the most important piece of psychology that you need to know when it comes to getting and keeping the women you want. And why it's not yet happening for you. Okay, so the first one is what I like to call samesies. So it is in our human nature to gravitate towards people that we see as like us. I always talk about this in my Spotlight Speed Dating program where I watch guys in the moment interacting with one of my girlfriends to go over the things that they may not be catching in regards to the things that are holding them back to creating attraction with women. So I always say, and if you're in my Spotlight Speed Dating program, you know what I'm gonna fucking say, make the connection overt. We have to hear how similar we are because that's the thing that's gonna make us say to you like, oh my God, he's like me. I'm my number one priority, so he will be my number one priority. It's Psychology 101. The number one thing that we are all most interested in is ourselves. And the second we see that we are the same is the second we are going to become that much more drawn to you. So if she says something like, oh my God, I can't start my day without a Starbucks, you can easily say the same shit. Be like, oh my God, me too. I'm a monster before Starbucks. Hashtag samesies. Something as simple as that is going to alert to this woman that she should stay close to you. Because like all species, birds of a feather tend to flock together when we feel that likeness. And piggybacking over that one, number 2 is mirroring. Mirroring. This is when you mimic certain things or phrases or tones that she has. Again, this unconsciously says to this woman that we are the same. So if she's sitting here talking like this, then you can sit there and talk like this too. And again, it is that mirroring, that seeing herself in you, in your actions, that tells her brain, this guy's safe. We should stick with him and let him stick his junk in us. Maybe not that far, but I will tell you how to get that far by the end of these 7. Again, it's all about making her feel connected to you and making her feel like she can trust you and you can understand her and that she should stick close by. Now, the third one is make her laugh. If you are the one who can entice laughter out of her, she's now going to associate those positive emotions with you. And we as humans very naturally chase after the positive feelings like Instagram likes or slot machines. We get hooked on that shit. So if you're that shit that's making us feel really good by laughing, then hashtag Pete Davidson, you know the rest. Which then brings me to number 4, which is touch on a high note. This is where we are now delving into separating yourself from the masses and now becoming somebody that she's not only attracted to, but also desiring of. So if you touch her while she is laughing, not only are you now creating that positive moment in her, you are now creating a physical positive association with you. Because sure, you may be the guy that she comes to for last, but when you touch her while she's laughing, now her body knows that, oh my God, I feel good. He's the reason. Not just emotionally, but also physically. Again, it's all about creating those associations in her brain back to you. It's not enough for her to feel connected. It's not enough for her to feel positive and laugh because she needs to feel physically dependent on you. That's why we get so hooked on our phones or slot machines because of the loud noises and the vibrations. Our body is now saying, hey, we like this. Maybe it's because of this. Which is why touch is so fucking important, especially on that high note. So now that we're moving into romantic territory, let's get to the next one, which is a 3-second stare. I've talked about this moment in so many of my videos and even in my Speak Spark Arousal program. I was in infant and child development in Rutgers. I took that one class with my sister and we were sitting right next to each other. And the professor says, anybody that you can hold eye contact with for 3 seconds, you will be intimate with one way or another. And then me and my sister immediately dart and stare at each other for 3 seconds. And then we just burst out laughing. But I'll tell you right now, even though it was my sister, I did feel that intense connection with her in that moment. And I am very intimate with my sister. She's one of the only people I can truly open up to and be vulnerable with. And if you do that with a woman, she will feel those exact same emotions for you. And that is the first step to making her feel like she can be vulnerable with you and she can be naked with you. Now that I'm talking about getting closer, I'm gonna talk about the next psychological trick, which is actually pulling away. So they talk about this a lot in Pickup, this push-pull dynamic, how that's the only way to get a girl chasing you if you push her and then you pull and all this push-pull shit. But really it just means giving women the space to come back after you. If you pull away and you pull back a little bit after this whole song and dance, that now gives her the time and space to think to herself that, oh my god, I have to take part too. It literally forces her to take part in this dance. Too many guys think that pulling away is gonna make her forget about me, Jessica. But really, you doing all the work doesn't do shit. Both parties need to participate. And if you're the one doing all the chasing, guess what? We're just gonna start running the whole time. So pull away to give us the opportunity to chase you, because I promise you, we do want to chase you when you do all these other steps beforehand. Now the last one, it's a little, the other ones were like stepping off of each other. This is a little outside the box, which is social proof. I know a guy in the industry whose entire company is formulated around social proof and having a good social life in order to get women. I call it the Amazon review effect. I'm the type of person that I won't buy anything unless it's got a shit ton of positive Amazon reviews. So if you're that guy that can start conversations with other people and can get other people laughing and feeling comfortable around you, we women will see that and think to ourselves like, oh my god, he sounds like such a cool guy. Look, everybody likes him. I like him too. Let me try to get him to like me. We humans are automatically drawn to what other people are doing and approving of. Impress and schmooze the people around you so she can see from afar, and it'll have the same exact effect on her before you even talk to her, without you even having to approach her. And in the beginning, I talked about the number one psychological reason you may not be getting the results you want, even if you are using all these psychological tricks. Chances are you're not being caught in the act of what you're doing wrong, which is what my entire Spotlight Speed dating program is about, where you come on, I'm recording you, watching you talk to a girlfriend of mine, but I'm in that video as well, and we're going over in the moment what you're doing, and then you can take that video and re-watch yourself, however cringy it may feel, to see exactly what you're doing and what you're not doing. One of the things the guys like most is that they could see recordings of other guys, so you could see just how bad you actually aren't, or get inspired by seeing other guys grow. There's been so much research about like watching other people do better, and it really does help with your performance, with your progress, and with you getting the results you want. One of my favorite quotes is, a smart man learns from his own mistakes, but a wise man learns from the mistakes of others, which is why these recordings of Spotlight Speed Dates are so important. That's exactly what you get on top of my in the moment feedback. So we've just opened the doors. If you know that you're finally ready to take care of this to get and keep the women you want, apply now at speechsparkarousal.com/PPD. So start using these 7 psychological tricks. Let me know exactly how they work for you. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.